Alrighty.
Yo, Cuss.
Did you think about it? Was it rehearsed? What is you doing? Do you enjoy it?
Joy.
Does it bring you joy? What is you doing? Now I know you did not do this. And I know I'm not tripping. I've got to be careful of whom I tell this. Was it rehearsed? Did you think about it? What did you doing? Did you think about it? Was it rehearsed? What did you doing?
I'm recording on my man's show. He live, cuz.
I miss you.
I know.
For real, I don't want to land shit.
Cuz I'm coming right out with you.
Man, I'm about to walk to Ace if it's steak. You take me. You can have this week. I don't want the week.
Come on, just
But first, what I got to do is get out of check. Do you enjoy it? Does it bring you joy? What did you do? Did you think about it? Was it rehearsed? What did you do? Things that makes me wanna say. Makes me say. Did you think about it?
Cookies Corner, what it do, cut?
You already know we live in effect. That's my motherfucking nigga. I had to keep it going on the line for you.
Yeah, well, you
I love you, my
like?
nigga. You already know I
That's what
ain't
you
no
do.
handshakes. Ain't none of you.
What do you do?
Cause if it's you, it's live in effect. This is what we do,
Chuck,
man.
where I'm
You
going,
already
leave
know
me
what we
alone.
do, man. My nigga, I love you, cuz. You already know I ain't see you in a minute. How you know I know, my nigga?
Sore. I took him on the high speed chasing shit. That was me on Pepper Street in front of my car.
Right.
They wasn't chasing me, but I thought they was.
You already know. Watch what you say, though. We on the
I don't
shit.
care about the lie.
You know, I know.
I say what I say, and I'm saying it for life.
Yeah. You already know, my nigga. You already know, but you know you know Big Bro gonna keep our Big Bro keep it, bro. The word we gonna. You already know. Always keep it a G.
I self-made life.
It is what it is. Yeah, but definitely you in a rush or what up with you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you to where I gotta get you to, cause we still gonna keep it live. Me and my nigga was just sitting here talking about how God made the
Ain't no pauses.
Man, you already know, cause we keep it live out here. This is what we do, cause
Ain't no
on our
pause,
shit, cause
ain't
we
no
don't
start
pause the
over.
life at all, cause
Oh, I got my laptop. I got my laptop with me.
yeah,
Look.
you better believe
In my
it.
pocket. Okay, look. I ain't know no plan. Look.
Listen, everybody
Bro,
at
I'm
work,
doing
cause
good.
we at work.
Yeah, everybody at work.
We at work, my nigga. This is what we gotta do out here to support ourselves, cause we organizing and we on some real shit out here. The word fuck
I'll
these
call my shit
motherfuckers,
Double R,
cuz.
Rough Rider though. It's rack racing.
Rack racing.
Yeah, Double R.
We already, cuz.
Rack racing. I want the most. And I don't want to toast.
I
I don't need none of those. Don't love me because what I'm doing. Love me for me.
Cause you
Love is
said,
love.
love a king, how a
That's
king
what-
supposed to
that's
be
what
loved,
love,
cause they were treat a nigga like a king. I'ma treat
know
you
so
like
crazy?
a king, cause I know you a king. This is my boy.
What's so crazy
And
about
then-
everything? That makes it the best. Dogs for life.
You better believe
You
it.
hear that song, you can never change that song once you hear it.
Definitely, just.
On some real shit.
Yeah, man.
Ain't no true love no more.
Right,
Overtook
right, right. Man. Oh man, they done scared niggas out of loving each other, cause we scared to even love
What?
each other now.
All you
Cause
see is scary motherfuckers telling something.
oh man, it's ready to
Either
go
they telling
clean
the
against
bitch you
us, cuz.
fucking, they telling the cops something, they telling something. These bitches, man.
And they gonna tear you down like you the bad nigga though. When you know what I mean, shit ain't going
Like
down
you the
nowhere
bad
like.
guy, cause you between thighs and fries.
Man.
Cause you hula hoop king. They mad at you cause you hula hoop king.
And you
You
moving
feel
like
me?
one. And you moving like the king and motherfuckers is loving you like you
I'm in
can.
old dog, I'm in slippers.
You know what
I
I mean?
watching too. I'm in slippers, pistol,
Right.
eating. You hear me good? What?
Man.
Stops, bitch. I live in the streets.
So we moving
And
like.
I ain't homeless. I just want to live in the streets. Fuck out of here. My heart's right here. What I'm
This
living
is
in.
definitely our kingdom, cuz, and it is what it is. And we're like you said, nigga gonna recognize me for being one.
What?
And for having me, like when I have my queens around me, they queens, you respect them like queens. And I'm
Why
gonna do the
not?
same for my next king that I see with my next king. And when I see my nigga moving like one, how ain't I gonna be like, oh, that's my nigga, that's a king? Yeah,
I got a hospital band.
Right.
I got out of jail. Only thing they gave me was what? After they found me. I'm back him. I threw everything just to be him.
Right.
You feel me? Bitch, I ain't stopped the shit I got going on here.
Definitely.
Black
my
Lives
boy.
Matter. Only in jail. Dickhead. That's the only time we matter, we in jail. Because they get money from us.
Are
That's the
dead,
only
like
fucking
you
time
said.
we matter.
Then they wanna
Fuck
try
out
to
of here. Man, fuck them. They can
better
suck my dick up to their
believe
hiccup.
make.
I'm out here. I'm thugging. They call me Mr. Public.
Right.
My other name is Ready. I ain't even go by Smizzy anymore. My name Ready. Ready.
He's a ready, you ready out here.
You know
with-
why it's an I.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, cuz.
Fuck out of here.
They ain't even playing their language of how they spell this shit, cuz.
Yeah, man.
We make our own spellings, and like you said, we roll with the I, not the Y,
They said they had a
cuz.
real name, and I spelled it. I wanted to spell it, and they made it. Bitch, it wasn't even real, faggots. Yeah.
Shit, it's real.
I
Like
be
you
lying.
said, I made it
be
real,
lying. I get
cuz.
where I'm going. You hear me? All I do is hula hoop. Put it by they kidney. Hope they feel me. You hear me?
He said, hope they feel me.
So fake out this motherfucker. Cuz. Every time you see me, you get the same fella.
Right,
You feel me?
my nigga.
Same
Right,
dismissal.
cuz.
Fuck out of here. I ain't changing for shit.
That's all you said, cuz you can't accept me for who I am, cuz.
What?
Fuck,
You know, let me,
cuz.
that's what DMX said
Right,
on
yeah.
Dogs for Life.
You better believe me.
When it start off, as soon as the song start off, if you don't respect me before I am, then what we said, then don't fuck with me.
Right,
but if you do,
right.
then you got to deal with it.
Like you said, love me for
What?
who I am, cuz. Don't try to change me. Don't
What?
try to do none of that
Don't try
next
to do
shit,
that.
cuz.
That's what everyone want to do. She love me for me, I give her hella dick. Guess what? She want to change it now. I just think you should just, bitch, good. Think I should grow. Cause I laid the pole and go.
Right.
You hear me? Blue King, bitch.
Yeah.
Let's talk to you. Yeah. For you whores, my name is Triple Dig. Dick Down Daddy.
Triple D.
Dick Down Daddy.
There's a triple D. Fuck the triple H.
Nah. I'm dick down daddy.
Put the bitches in the WWF move.
What? It ain't Allstate. You in great hands, Gord. Allstate, great hands, Gord.
Mm-hmm.
Look out of here. I feed myself. I bathe I do everything myself.
Gotta believe it.
But I don't give nobody black self-employed. I took a gun after I got shot, Brody. I ain't get no victim awareness, nothing. Let it be a cracker. You know what I mean?
You better believe
You're
it,
the best
cuz.
cracker. You know what I mean?
My shit out here, my new shit out here, cuz is love a nigga like you treat me like a king, cuz if I could treat you like a king, cuz treat me like a king, man. I mean,
My shit
don't hate on my bitches,
Love
treat
is
them
love.
like queens. Yeah, love is love,
But love
cuz.
me back.
I'ma keep peace with all my kings, but don't be one of these kings I gotta go at,
If you
cuz
love
I
me,
will go at
You gotta
you.
be genuine.
You know what I
You
mean?
gotta be genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I want genuine love. If it's not, don't be around me.
You better believe
That's
it,
all I
cuz.
give up. It's genuine love.
Like I said, that fake shit, keep
Oh, a
that
genuine
shit
slug
over there. Oh, you definitely gonna get them. If you deserve them, you gonna get them, cuz. Because other than that, like you said, I'm coming with respect and this peace king to you. You know what I mean? Till you violate, then I'll see, I mean, the word, like you said, that love ain't how it's supposed to be shown.
You love me unconditionally, but I don't want to be around you or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I done dumped everything out. That's why I roam alone.
You better
You
believe
feel
it,
me?
cuz.
Macaulay Smizzy. Macaulay Smizzy. Ain't Macaulay Culkin. We ain't home alone with him. It's Macaulay Smizzy. Bitch, I've been home alone.
That's it.
All right. Now, I'm on live now. You feel me?
You better believe it, cuz.
In the hood near you. That ain't mine. I love being in hoods that ain't mine. They love you more. For real.
Cuz niggas could go to
For real.
Iraq, cuz, and like you said, it's gonna be
They
the
gonna love you
same
more.
walk, cuz, yeah.
I'm running with the Mad Maxes, Booty Call, Brother on Sugar Hill. Look at my hair. This is always gonna be. They all real niggas.
You better believe it, cuz.
You feel me?
Better believe it.
Nigga, don't take this serious.
Like you said, I am who I am, cuz,
Yeah.
out here. You
Respect
feel
me
me?
as I
Mine
am.
be like that too, cuz. Listen,
Check it.
I am who I am out this joint, cuz.
Right?
Like you said, I ain't worried about the perception of these motherfuckers, cuz
What?
you gonna love me for who
I don't
I
think I
am,
got 8
cuz.
seats. Won't give me a ride. Look, ain't no seats back here. I got a ride.
You better believe it.
Love is love.
Shit, you already know the only reason
It's
them
love,
seats
it's
ain't
love.
up because we motherfucking working right now. Like you said, we always at
What I
work,
say?
kid.
What I say? I'm gonna fit in where I get it.
Yeah, you better believe it. You better believe it.
I was going 90 miles per
Brother.
hour, bro, when I ran into the wall. When it pushed me to the wall. The
Man.
cops. They say what they say. You got a bitch on there that hates me saying like, you know what you talking about. I'm gonna smack the shit out of that bitch. I got hands.
Man.
Out of here, bitch. I'm gonna smack you and your brother, whoever you call. I got hands. Whore. See this on the live whore. I be there.
Shout out to my motherfucking Oid. I don't give a fuck what y'all say about him. You already know, innocent, my nigga. I ain't gotta say no
I'm at the
fucking
day. I'm at the
word,
days, and if you gonna stay in.
Better believe it.
I'm at the days, and if you wanna lay in.
You better believe it.
Fuck out here. I'm giving out lay-ins like I'm in the program of state. I'm gonna lay in.
He's got a group. We got some group
I
therapy
guess
for you.
This is Ritalin.
He said that's written.
Pills and liquor.
Yeah, man. Because they don't want
Down
that
liquor and
regular
fuck.
life up in it. Let me take another
Bro.
hit on this drink real quick for my motherfucking drink. This, you gonna hit this wrong?
How about that bottle wrong?
Hit this ear drop?
That's my Roman sip. But hit it twice. Catch up on this. Cause he hit it twice. Yeah, man.
You on the other side or on this side,
Other
bro?
side, go to the light, man.
You on my damn.
I'm at Skynet too, bitch. I don't need your help.
Shout them out, cuz. Nah, really, real shit. We connecting up. Shout out all your shit, cuz. Cause we going live on this shit, all that.
Smizzy. Clothing lines, proper attire, PA, you hear me?
You already
For the crib, you hear me? My book coming out as far as you can remember. You hear me?
Make sure-
And I'm still out here fucking thugging, man. Y'all can suck this dick up till y'all hiccup. I'm right here, baby.
We all
I'm
want
right
to
here,
supporting that
I'm
shit
right here, baby.
out here, my nigga.
Buddy, I'm right here.
Right here?
Yeah.
You already.
What? Motherfucker, my dick suck.
Yeah, I said, at the
If you
days,
watch the live,
at
bro,
the days.
I ain't saying your name and stuff. You say that dick though.
Yo,
Hit the door, Brody. So I can put these legs out first, Brody.
You already know, cuz. Watch that door too, help me here, cuz. Yo, I love you, my nigga. Be safe out here.
Give me the bottle, I ain't get out yet. What you need?
You already on that one, cuz. Yeah, you know I ain't that be drinking. My nigga gonna get me sauce, so that this is my young nigga, cuz love my nigga ain't even young no more. We evolved. You know what I mean? And shit young about these niggas out here. Grown ass man, grown ass king right here. You know what I mean?
I couldn't do that for you, Brody. That was like too much,
you alright, my nigga. Cuz I seen you was down on 3rd. You still be down that way, right?
Every hood.
You already, my nigga. I'm gonna catch up to you, cuz love you.
Well, you too, love is love, remember?
You already, my nigga. Dog for life. Nigga Smizzy, cuz. Shout out to my nigga Ennis again, man. While we still on this joint. Life is life. Ain't no press pause, cuz you already know how we do on this shit.
Corner.
You better believe it.
Never know what might happen at Cookie's Corner, man.
You never know what's going on with this shit. This is
might
real
blow
life
it.
loud shit.
As a total stranger, certain what's that called? Appropriate questions.
Better
You
believe
know what
it.
I'm saying? It's gonna be very interesting.
And it's like my man was even saying before he left out the wheel, cause love is love, cause it's all about how we see it. You know what I mean? And how we showing love to each other out here. Some motherfuckers be wanting, they take certain little acts and shit like it be like that shit be love to some motherfuckers, cuz. You know what I mean?
Like that.
Yeah, cuz. Yeah, my nigga. And you help a motherfucker a long way throughout their day sometime with that bullshit. Where you never know what a situation might be. Cause it was just, you see, cause he just got out the fucking spittle. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing about little young niggas like cuz and shit, where they be like cussing a lot of shit out this joint. Where they be like, cuz you never know how you can help these little motherfuckers, cuz even with some certain Jews and shit. Yeah, man. But you already know it where we was on some deep shit before we motherfucking picked up cuz. This my little nigga though. I had to show the love, cuz on the little, you know what I mean? You know this is what we do, cuz.
And man, listen, I told you what it was. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Man.
I know we was talking about how God made the earth, cuz, and how we was destroying it as people,
It's
cuz.
the same thing. You made a familiar statement. It would the media always be saying we fucking up the earth. But cuz we don't know how much of this 70% of what? We don't know how big the earth is. We don't, at period, that's one. It's a lot of fucking water. And this earth is way thicker than we think. We was on the top of it.
Definitely on that,
We
cuz.
was in seasons, so bad. We was in seasoning salt of the earth.
Yeah, come on, cuz. Go ahead.
Oh my God. You got a nice car, you understand. You just go already. Look at me.
Oh, man, cuz.
Let's go already, God damn it.
He said, trying to be the good Samaritan, cuz motherfucker don't even, man.
Now, motherfuckers want to get hit. That's what it is, man. They be trying to set that shit up. Nah, play.
On the insurance claims and shit.
Yeah, cuz, nah, don't be trying to hit me, man.
You ain't gonna get moi. Yeah, man.
Nah.
That's wild and I'm moi.
Yo,
The language of who gets
there you go. I see what you doing. I've been there before.
Yeah.
And not gonna fall for it.
It's like, no, you know, I'm tripping in the bucket. Cause to get back to the topic though, like we was talking about with the water and shit, cause
we just assaulted the earth. That's it. We experienced the top layer.
You see the carpet layer.
Man, that's it. The earth is so thick.
But we, as like you said, us being humans with our intellect, cause we get curious about certain shit. of how deep this bitch is and all that. Cause like you said, even because the word, like how I was saying, how we even got here, the word, cause God created the earth to be a certain type of way. We didn't, cause we evolved and then did a lot of shit. These houses and shit wasn't always here.
Yeah, but it's only the top of the earth though. We ain't destroying shit for real, guys.
Cause how you think I'll say it like this, cause the word, how you think our relationship with the animals done changed, cause the way the animals look at us as savages and shit.
That's
now.
different.
Cause we start eating them and shit, cuz. Nah, even because of the diets and shit, cuz. They were like you said,
the
guns.
Hunting for fun. We was hunting for fun too, though.
And the eating and all that, yeah. But that's not our culture of doing that, cuz. We done started creating a different world by behaving like that as a people. You know what I mean? Even with some animals that became extinct and shit like that, there's reason animals became extinct, cuz. You know what I mean? And I ain't talking about that fake fairy tale ass saber-toothed tiger dinosaur shit, cuz. You know what I mean?
At the same time, that's something that they gotta answer to, because it's not theirs to wipe out like that, you know what I'm saying? They ain't created. You'd be surprised what motherfucker got an answer to. That's why I'm be careful what I say sometimes.
Cause there was a reason our Indian people were sitting there in them trees and shit, like, cuz y'all niggas is tripping.
Yeah, they tripping.
With building this and trying to take over
they want to do the whole entire joint.
The world.
Yeah, they're definitely tripping.
The world, cause they did this too.
And the animals and all that was like, yo.
To where they called us savages. And how we were living, to where God created the world to be a certain way. That wasn't our culture, guys. But they call us savages.
We call us savages. They're doing some savaging shit. We call us savages.
Right, guys. To where, cause I don't know what type of God y'all believe in with this shit, cuz sometimes. You know what I mean? Cause they practicing different cultures now. But this is the yin and the yang of technology, cuz to where as much as they think is good with it, is as much as is bad with it, cuz. You know what I mean? To where even with releasing certain toxins and shit out in space and shit, cuz you destroying the ozone layer, my nigga. You know what I mean? And it's part of knowing the real science and the real earth and how we really connected to it and how the real frequency's supposed to be out here, cuz. You know what I mean? Where it's a higher level of intellect and shit to where I agree with them motherfuckers on that recycling shit and shit like that, cause that's a lot of shit that we're not even supposed to be using. So even when you have plastic materials and shit like that, like, yeah, recycle that shit, cuz. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Nah, he just running with the fucking cop car, cuz. You know that joint got a fucking turning signal.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's mean with this shit.
Earth is too thick. It's all right, 70% water,
30% land.
But we don't know how much of the 7% is.
Cause it's just like
it's big as fuck.
Cause our bodies are just like it.
But we're not destroying shit. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck what we say.
That's we do. It's like
the water clean itself.
But the water go through cancerous parts cause of having to clean itself. Like where it may take a year for that part of the ocean to get clear again. You feel what I'm saying? Says the earth, cause like you said, it ain't no time frame of it. But when that pollution get dumped in there, that oil, or whatever that pollution may be, it may be somebody's foul shit. You know what I mean? Of the sewage system and all that.
The goddamn animal shit in the water.
Cause you know,
fish and shit in the water.
It's a circle of life, cause the shrimp at the bottom of the ocean eat all that bullshit. And we end up eating the shrimp.
Yeah.
And there's other fish in there that eat that shit. That even eat the fish that get polluted. You know what I mean?
But the shrimp is so healthy. But it was eating.
I don't like
you said. The shrimp for the shrimp.
Yeah.
Shrimp. I understand. I'm not saying it's healthiest to eat.
It's the circle of life because there was somebody eating this shit.
But whatever it is supposed to eat, that shrimp right there is healthy.
Yeah.
Yo,
off the shit.
Off the shit. Healthy as fuck. Off the shit. That's their nutrients. That's what God made it for.
There were even some roaches The word the roaches get healthy.
They're healthy.
The word they get healthy off the trash. The worst the shit. They get healthy off, and they're the land shrimp. You know what I mean? But it's the circle of life, cuz. But it's like
that's what I'm saying. It's cleaning itself.
The earth always gonna do it.
It's cleaning.
The earth's everlasting. For real.
They got animals that eat the shit.
But this is like
it's replenishing itself. Everything replenishing itself.
Definitely, cuz
everything, even down to the shit.
This is where even the story of life, cuz that we believe.
But the plastic.
The plastic is mean.
The one we make and all that, that's not replenishing itself.
Because it's not natural. It's not from the earth because we made it. It's not a natural element.
And then we make it look like it's trash, but listen, the earth is so fucking big.
This is why, because they say don't even put that plastic in the water because it's going to kill them ducks and shit and all that.
What is
fish
Earth?
and all that.
What is Earth? Africa. America. So all in one is part of the earth. We talking about the whole entire mass. I'm talking about Earth.
The original.
That's Earth. Earth, I said.
The original of what God created.
The whole entire mass. Now the illusions of Earth, of what we call it, is Africa. Mm-hmm. All that. Afghanistan, America, Russia, whatever the name, Harrisburg, Chicago, whatever. That's the illusions that we came up with.
The language.
This is the language. And we saying Earth. Come on, land. God said He made the heavens and earth. That's it. That's it. But whatever we entertain ourselves to be and call it what part we want to call it of Earth. When I'm saying Earth, I'm talking about the whole entire mass here.
Cause
we ain't polluting shit. It's just too big.
Cause we are. Cause
it's just too thick.
Cause think about that.
Thick. You know,
I ain't talking about the land mass of it. Cause I ain't talking about the surface.
Is it because?
Think about
it's the middle of the water. It's the middle of water.
Cause think about just traveling. Period. And how we used to travel. Cause
you know how big Earth is huge, man.
Yes. And think about how we used to travel the earth. Because we didn't always travel by car.
But people just walk 40 years, go to another place.
Yes. And we're on that same type time.
Yeah.
We're on that same type time, cuz. We just created a different world. To where now we're in the technology age of moving in cars and shit.
Make it go faster.
We used to use horses.
Earth. You go around Earth. You go faster around Earth.
To where at one time we figured out, horses will get us around this bitch faster. Or camels will get us around this bitch faster.
And a lot easier for us.
To where technology and the mind, cuz, got to figuring out different shit. We're still creating the world. To this day. To so-called make it better. Easier for us, cuz. To where even we make it so-called easier to eat, cuz, to where you're not even hunting and raising your own food.
That's just over here. This is what we see.
To the education.
But
of what you believe.
There is some cultures that don't even believe in technology that we believe in.
The Amish.
It ain't just the Amish, it's the Chinese.
A lot.
It's the Japanese.
Yes.
It's all over.
Nation by nation.
They got their own thing going on.
King by king. Nation by nation.
United Nation. They got their own thing going on.
No.
Total different law here.
Every nation ain't got the same rules.
You go over there and commit a crime because it's a big deal with you. You know what I mean? You're not, first of all, you from where again? And you did what? Now you're going to be accused of trafficking and all. They got all type of, I'm talking about, it's so you show high risk security, you go to another country with that dumb shit.
Because Lonzo Ball, son. You know Lonzo Ball, right? That played for the Lakers and all that. The one that got his, Lonzo Ball is the one that's playing. His dad is, damn, I forget, cuz. his first name. But you know the dad that got all the sons cause that's trying to play ball and do all that. The one son was going to college and he wasn't even, I think he may have been in UCLA or some shit like that, cuz. But then they went over to China, cuz, and they stole some shit. And them Chinese motherfuckers was ready to cut their hands off. And Trump had to come in to be like, no, cuz they one of us, cuz let them go. Yeah, I mean, the laws is different of where you're at in the land, and what you do may cost you a different consequence, depending on what nation you're up under and what nation is claiming you to be a part of their nation.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, to where we were, this ain't really our nation, cuz. I'm a king. I don't go by this law, cuz.
So you go over there, like, and say you're native, you go to do that nut shit. You're on your own. You just lost some
better
hands.
believe it, cuz. That's why you better walk how you supposed to walk, and walk like a king.
Right.
To where you make everybody respect you just on your shit, cuz, and your law and how you move. To where, like you said, it's peace, king. Now, if you do something else now, don't make me have to stand on my constitution because of what I believe.
Because you want to do some nuts shit.
Yeah, I mean, cuz, yeah, man. But that's the part of even these people with they so-called peace treaties, because the way they violate them shits all day. You ain't got no fucking rights as a nigga because to be a king. Not in this white man's world.
Because if you say that you agree that you're black, that's a wrap. You ain't got no rights to nothing but whatever
being
they
black.
tell you.
Being that black and being that, like you said, go to work and get that check, cuz. Go get that check. Because you ain't got no rights to doing nothing else if you classify yourself as being this black motherfucker, because you already in a white man's world.
He's not even going to look for land.
And the white man ain't even going to let you get it. Because like you said, you're classifying yourself as being black. Being black in the language of the law is bad. Blackball, black, Friday, black, anything is bad. Black, anything.
We want to fit in so bad and we want to be looked upon as, look at me, look at me, look at me. And we know the definition of Black Friday and we still camp out.
And this is why even the Moors, even up under their language, and the Moor, I agree with the Moors on what they're trying to do as far as building a nation. But this is why the Moors believe that they have to write. It's crazy because the Moorish people, cuz, they believe by law they have to write themselves as being white in the law to be right. To where I have to write myself in the law as being a white person to be right, cuz. Is I have to follow, they believe that I have to follow a Spanish treaty, cuz, that the Spanish made with my people to go ahead and be right in law's eyes.
What was that?
That's the treaty they go by because of being a Moorish people. And this is why they even go by saying Moorish is really black and all that in the language, because they get caught up on white man's laws still. To where y'all still trying to talk about another nation that's not us, cuz.
Hold on, I was confused. Now, when you talk about a nation, I was still trying to listen to another nation. All I heard was the word black.
Because you got to realize black was more at one time in the etymology of words. There were, even before we got to calling ourselves black people, our so-called people as a union were calling themselves Moorish people or Moors. You know what I mean? And that's only because white people identified them as being Moors. Where we ain't call ourselves Moors, they called us Moors. And it's crazy with the etymology of how we identify ourselves sometimes.
We can't, everything is dimensional whether you want to face it or not. And just like I said, it's disrespectful to me to call somebody of my same shade a person and identify them as black. It's the same as identifying somebody as white.
or chief. Yeah, I mean, the word it's the language of what a person is going to use.
This is mean, cause like
the
way they use color is as disrespect,
Mm-hmm.
and it's cool, but because man, their language is mean, and the Pumpkin Spice language is mean, and this is the language. They are being disrespectful still. Look, like the Washington Redskins used to be the Redskins, right? I just took that away, but it kept the Chiefs.
And now they just want to call it the Washington team. Like, who y'all think y'all playing with this language shit, cuz?
You can't find the other logo.
They were, like you said, you're going to keep Kansas City Chiefs, though. And act like we ain't catching on still. Or what y'all out here doing. And even under, because them niggas, I ain't disrespecting it. Because we all taking jobs to certain degrees and taking contracts. But the NFL is white owned. It's not our league. But it is our league.
Once you sign up for it, because you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You just want the money, and that's that.
Shout out to Kaepernick. You's a nigga, Kaepernick, a king. Kaepernick said, fuck that, cuz.
Fuck their money.
Fuck that.
Fuck their lifestyle. Fuck everything what they represent.
Fuck the flag.
He wasn't hurt.
Fuck the flag, cuz.
I'm telling you guys, he could have shut the fuck up and had a hell of a career. Had Super Bowl rings out the ass, cuz. He said, fuck all that because of what it represents, what it defines.
And that's the thing, cuz, that they tried to really fuck him on. The word, cuz that's what he was saying, flat out. Fuck the flag. I'm not representing that no more, cuz. And they didn't want to make that the issue, cuz they tried to make it something else the whole time. The whole time of what we're supposed to be voting for and standing for and all that. But Kaepernick said, man, fuck that flag and what it stands for. The people who wrote it. Fuck that, cuz. And he was bold enough to say it, but they painted a different narrative. They were not, he trying to make it like fuck the vets. Fuck this or fuck that. He's saying fuck being patriotic, which he is saying that because I don't stand for that shit. I don't stand for what these police is out here doing. But it's a different level of intellect of how far it goes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there were even once you understand the King's language of it, cause I ain't no fucking American. My peoples wasn't no fucking American. But until you begin to mentally enslave me to begin to think I'm one, then you got me mentally trapped, cuz they were, oh man, now you got me thinking I'm a goddamn American, cuz. And I ain't no, cuz I'm a king. You a king. My peoples is king, but I can't, that's the part where I don't get mad at the sheep, cuz the sheep don't know they kings. They don't understand the language. But the leaders and what they doing, they understand what the fuck they doing, cuz. You keep trying to play some motherfucking religious game with people and trying to make, cuz you're even becoming the slave to that shit, cuz you're never even going to be a king up under that shit if you keep believing it.
Now, just like you cannot knock the king.
Uh-huh.
You can't knock the followers. Why I say this?
Mm-hmm.
I can't be a king with no followers.
Because like you said, the king has to work to build the nation.
I can't have followers, no king.
Right? Because the people pick them.
But it has to be followers, though. People isn't made to be followers, too.
Because the king has to walk like a king. And like you said, has to make the people believe he is king. He has to have the queens beside him to make the motherfucker believe
everybody.
He's king out here.
There's so many that believe it's a
but nation. It's not taught in our culture for me to even look at you like you're king, cuz.
At all.
I get taught to tear you down because or to not treat you. You're a second or third class fucking citizen.
I can't say my culture.
Not from where I know, like, not from my intellect, not from my real culture, but like practicing this.
Whatever they set up.
To where I'm a citizen?
man. Yeah.
I'm a fucking king. I ain't no citizen. How the fuck is a king gonna be a citizen? It's the language. But as long as you believe it, you part of it. You're campaigning to be a part of it.
That's why I was a little bit disappointed in my wife. Because how many times she had to ask permission to get signatures for people that don't know nothing.
Because even when it comes to our religious leaders, they're teaching us some bullshit. You're not teaching me who I am. I know who I am under the language now, cuz. Because half of y'all motherfuckers are slaves. Y'all don't even understand it. And especially out here talking about y'all talking God's word. Man, not the God I come from, cuz. Because y'all be a part of that bullshit nation.
Jeez.
Y'all can be a part of that nation over there, cuz. I have to stand on it now. Because I have a higher level of intellect of it now. So I have to stand on what I believe now, cuz. I can't walk the path that everybody else is walking out here. Because you're either going to let the world make you, or you're going to stand how you stand in this world, cuz you will change the world. You're not going to let the world change you.
But, there's people out there that actually trying to think for you.
And change you. From you being you.
Oh, it's me.
I mean,
there's a lot of people that let them do that.
God created me to be me.
Me.
Not nothing. Because I know king gangster shit. It's not what the fuck these people is teaching me. It's not to fit in with this nation. That's not a gangster in my eyes. That's not a king. King don't walk like that. You know what I mean? King don't fit in like that, cuz. But this is what we get taught. And they try to make it believe it's us. And then sit there and be like, oh yeah, y'all came from kings. Y'all did that. But y'all can't do it no more. Or that man, God placed the curse on y'all. Y'all gotta wait 400 years for it. And make motherfuckers believe it. Cuz I ain't on that time. I've been on the same time my ancestors was on. You gonna make me believe this bullshit though. And sit there and tell me that's who I am. That's a slave mentality, cuz. Flat out though, nigga, I got your mind. Fuck your body. You work for me, you don't even know it. Your labor is for me, cuz. You don't even know it. Cause you're a king. But you don't even know it because you're thinking with a slave mentality. You're not working for self. You're going to what? About to go get a check. You're about to go get a motherfucking check, cuz.
You know, I see on most households, including my own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a house, right? You got a car, you got some kids. You look like you're a good parent.
Mm-hmm.
They always got their own rooms, and then you just chilling in the house. But everybody's in their own room in one accord. Nobody spending time.
Keeping that frequency going.
Well, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? But there's no bond within the house. But it's cool. They got their own room.
Mm-hmm.
They got their own little structure. But and that's it. Just chill in the room and wait the next day and do it again. It's like it's programmed.
And that's not us for real. So like you said, we had Thanksgiving for real every day, cuz. To where, like you said, we mingling with our families and things like that, to where we're passing down knowledge and beliefs and things like that. Right now, we're going to school off of their shit. We're being trained off of their world, cuz. Of living in their culture, cuz. And especially, everything's independent. Everything's women independence. Because the women is being trained not to even treat the king like the king. You know what I mean? The man is just, cuz, like, man, you better make it work.
My household wasn't like that, man. We fighting and everything. We was in each other's rooms.
Even in that's the part of even in our culture, cuz we're even at the times in the 60s, cuz our people lived different. You know what I mean? The culture was different. The brain pattern was different on how to live. You know what I mean? right now, cause that's the part of where we're lost at. We done lost focus, cause on that black love shit, cause we don't even spend the time with each other and all that shit. It's mean, but it's a programming on what they want, and it's crazy because a lot of programming comes from that damn TV, cuz. You know what I mean? And entertainment and all that. Cause what is fun? Motherfuckers got to be fun, cuz, and you got to play off of their emotions and shit like that, cuz.
It's more than just teaching. Is more than just showing that you got a place for them to play at. And chill and sleep, cool and cook and being comfortable in any weather.
Making a person feel comfortable about what is love.
It's more
showing them what is love.
It's more than just showing them comfortability, man.
It's showing love. Of what they see is this love and all that.
It's also helping them try to learn themselves how to cope with life.
Because how's a lot of our children, because if you don't buy them something?
You don't buy them something that you train that you don't love them.
And like you said, and half the reason is that the children want these things is like you said, just so they can seclude themselves and do what they want to do in their world. Or not even include family and none of that shit. It's just
when they get it.
Right, cuz. And it's all based off of that want and need, and it's not even really grasping of what we really need to be grasping. Because we're not even taught to spend our money with each other, to love each other, the word like, cuz, what the fuck?
Even to save money.
Mm-hmm.
You're not teaching how we had to go to listen to a punk spice to learn about how to manage money.
And they say it's fun. It's fun to go out. And I'm talking about, because for me to go drink every night, the motherfucking, you know what I mean, get the feeling myself and make me think that I got to put the colorful colors on, dress to feel nice about myself. Because everybody else better look at me as though, like you said, I'm successful out here. I just think king out here just because I'm king. I'm talking about my name is King. Guys, why ain't you looking at me as I'm king? Why ain't you treating me as I'm king?
Period. No matter what I got on.
Even with, like you said, when it comes in with these marriages and all that. How ain't we happy?
Here go a question here. You ready for this? Mm-hmm. Remember the famous tale, this is true tale. I wasn't there. When the prince found a lookalike and it switched. Mm-hmm. Now, hold on. Now you know who he is. He's king. You might know about the king. You think he's going to be, when he switched, he's going to just go for anything.
Right.
People gonna know, like, hold on, why is you different?
Definitely, guys.
People like that's what I'm saying. Like, you be surprised who would know because of character.
Definitely, guys. Like,
because he's not going for just any other shit. Because he's switched now.
And like you said, if people even gonna realize it's a different energy coming with this other prince, cause they're like, oh, he ain't the same nigga. And man, he about to lay down different law, cause real shit, cause he moving on that same energy, cause man, he about to lay down something else, cause it's a little bit something more for him, cause man. But that's the part of even with like body language and shit like that we're like we all different, cuz, you know what I mean? And may get in the
whoever God made you to be, man, I'm telling you.
Some of us get a little bit more greedier than others as being kings and shit, cuz that we're like, some of us be wanting more power. Yeah, I mean,
I ain't gonna hold you. If I had power, cause you talk to me crazy, cause I'm sending mine.
Because it's the crazy thing. If I had power, cuz in my nation, how ain't everybody in my nation gonna be equal? Cuz everybody's on the same. Everybody's a first class citizen, cuz in my nation. Everybody that get a vote, you got an equal joint, cuz we're all the same, cuz and from the child to the fucking adult, cuz the word whoever y'all vote king is who y'all vote king, cuz.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean,
I definitely agree with you.
but we all kings. Where the word treat me like one, because no matter who you think you're about to put on this pedestal,
Because
you still gonna treat me like king, because when you see me and my queens walking around this joint, because I'm not gonna disrespect you to where, like you said, it's all peace until you show that, oh, you might got a little bit greed up in you in this shit, cause then what all the other kings got, cause the word, what you trying to do with this nation, cuz? You trying to steer this nation somewhere else, cuz?
Because people want to be led. There's so many that want to be led. It's unbelievable.
That's because they don't even believe, like you said, because they got the slave mentality where they don't even believe they kings themselves, cuz.
Everybody's not going to believe that they're kings.
I already know it. That's the part of, like you said, the intellect that's crazy with it, because they are the sheep, cuz. Where they want somebody to lead them.
But that's the way God made it.
I ain't gonna always say that, because it's the culture, because of this shit, cuz.
Even the prophets, King David.
Because we all came from my people, cuz. We all were kings, cuz.
Solomon, God.
Because my people came from a culture, because they all were kings.
God, I'm telling you.
I'm with you on that belief with the like you said, the prophets say, cuz, but I'm telling you, cuz.
Even the Musa story. Right?
I agree with you on everything them stories is going to say, cuz. But I'm telling you, with my people's culture, cuz, we treated each other as kings, cuz.
Famous Musa story. Even.
Cuz, like you even say in the book of the Bible, cuz these people come out with cuz they come in the Torah, cuz they come out with a story, cuz to where the Pharaoh, cuz already.
I didn't say it.
I'm saying it now.
But
to where even from the story,
I didn't change the talk. No.
I'm agreeing with you. To where the people do it. Cause a motherfucker pops up, cause listen, I agree with you.
You cut me off.
Go ahead, get it off. Cause I'm gonna get it off. God, remember, go ahead. My bad. I do this a lot. My bad. But boy, I hope you keep it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, all them different tribes with so many. Mm-hmm. They found one man.
Definitely. Or they were, I'll say this, to where, like you say, they were conquered enough to where they got to believe in,
let's get
like you said.
Let's get to the numbers.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Let's get to the numbers.
I don't, like
one man they follow. Let's get to the number of different tribes.
It's like you said, they say that Pharaoh that came in while Moses was alive, because that's the part I was about to articulate, because the word, because in the book, this is their history lesson to us. This is what they say is history.
It's not everybody can't be king. It got to be sheep.
So, like you say, this is what they say. This is how they say God created us, because the word they sit there and say, because God created sheep. I don't know about that culture, because for real.
Because
I know who we are.
How can you have kings with no followers?
I agree with you. But it doesn't, because I could be a king out here with a nation of, I'll tell you this, because
everybody ain't meant to be king.
Because once you make a marriage, because you are a king and a queen.
In your personal world.
That's all we living in.
But God,
like you said, you may get some people that follow some shit you get to talking. You know what I mean?
God, I'm telling you, everybody ain't meant to be.
Everybody don't walk like it.
Some people's meant to be followers, man.
Everybody don't walk like king, cuz, and everybody don't respect. Everybody don't, like you say, look at them as king and queen.
Some people are meant to be followers.
Yeah. And listen.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't know.
Listen.
You trying to articulate other than what I'm saying.
If the people go for it, because they go for it, like you said, if they're thinking they're born to be a follower, they're thinking they're born to be a follower.
They're not even thinking it.
Hey, listen, because I ain't
natural form. Everybody's different. I'm just telling you. All them people we talking about, what's the numbers?
Anybody that
follow one man.
Anybody that makes their mind believe that, cuz, or get convinced of believing that.
I cannot believe it. It's in every book.
Because you are convinced that you're not king. And that God didn't make you born to be, like you said, an individual king out here. You're being taught somebody else is your king. And you're damn near giving your vote up to be, here, man, make it better for me. Here, be my king, man.
They was even praying for a savior. They all them people.
And this is, like you said, this is what people did. So there's some, like you said, some people
it was so many.
Some wives even get taught because to be submissive and to be submissive to the king. You know what I mean? We're even as being queen because you're not equal to me. If you get taught under that nature of it.
There was so many.
It's a lot of cultures that get taught that. I ain't even saying it's wrong if they believe it. Because if they believe it, that's what they believe, guys.
And fight. That's what happened. I'm telling you, whatever they believe, but this is what happened.
I would say,
did not fight.
I would even take it to a level because of they got educated to not fight it because they got educated because to be slaves. Go ahead and tell the story.
Moses said we got to fight, man.
Tell the story.
We got to kill.
To what?
For this milk and honey.
And you got to believe it.
They took from bondage and said, listen, Moses convinced how many to be lions.
And
it was one lion that convinced many sheep that they are lions, even though they are sheep, but somehow they are convinced to be lions, and they took over the milk and honey.
And we still be convinced to this day, cuz, not to be these lions, cuz.
Right.
Because they believe that they make us believe that power is not up in us to do it, cuz. Yeah, man. And like, cuz, I'm not one of them, cuz. Do I really know what these, cuz I am my ancestors.
Catch us later on, we're doing this live on YouTube right now, too, so, keep it going, guys. Keep it going.
I am my ancestors, cuz they were the same
hear what I say.
Power that Moses and them had, cuz. The same power that King David and them had, cuz. The same power that was instilled in any of them, cuz. Can be instilled till this day, cuz.
But they convinced the sheep that they are king.
Or that this is what...
Or soldiers.
Because like you said, I ain't even going to say they convinced the people... In the language, cuz, I'm not even going to say that they convinced them people to sit there and say that they are king. Because they ain't... They just sat there and say, because listen, this is what God said. I ain't your king, cuz. I'm sitting there saying, let my people go. I'm just the one that was giving the message, cuz. I ain't sitting there saying that, worship me as your king. I'm just sitting there saying, this is what God said we got the power to do, cuz. And these motherfuckers that we up under, they ain't on the right path, cuz, with us.
Hold on once. Let's talk numbers.
Man.
Let's talk. How many was there?
I'll say this, cuz
no.
I'm articulating in my comprehension of it.
How many of the Israelites, whatever?
Phew.
How many was there? There was 1 man.
Phew.
Right. I don't understand. I don't want you to understand.
I bet you don't understand, Siri. Yeah, man.
Oh man, it's gonna mess with my joint.
So you just should understand this conversation, cuz.
Yeah,
I bet the fuck you don't.
Yo, there was so many. And we got this 1 man. We got 1 man.
Moses. Black Moses.
I'm talking to Pharaoh.
Black Moses.
To let all these people go that choose not to fight.
Hard believe, cause like you even say that, cause y'all are the people that like you said are. But it's crazy, cause like you said, they even made it. I ain't gonna like.
Do you hear what I'm telling you?
Like you just chose not to fight. Just chose not to fight. Chose not to believe.
All those people chose not to fight. That was
Pharaoh's law. They chose not to fight Pharaoh's law. And it's crazy because it's crazy how they try to use that shit as part of our history, cuz, and all that, because they sit there and say Pharaoh in that story, cuz, and they know Pharaoh's going to attach to them pyramids. You know what I mean? Because they don't even give a name of this fucking Pharaoh. And all pharaohs in our people's history, and I'm talking about because we could go back, cause off of the shit that I know with my intellect, cause we could go back 10,000 years, cause 10,000 years, cause and sit there and name all the pharaohs, cause that was in Egypt, cause all of them, cuz. I'm talking about name by name of Imhotep this, Imhotep that, Imhotep this, and I'm talking about, because the word we know as a people in history, man, Imhotep was walking the earth and, like you said, had those people in Egypt, because this was their culture. It's sitting here written on the walls. You know what I mean? And it'll be like, It'll become that Exodus story, cuz, and all that, cuz, to where.
Hold on once. Now, you can't take away that. Just like we believe it was only one original, the real original Musa.
Mm-hmm.
We can't take away that there is an original Fa'um.
I'm with you on that one, cuz.
What is the name? What we call in English, Pharaoh.
See, the crazy thing about that I always say about that story, cuz, that for me, I treat it just like the New Testament almost, to where I got to take my intellect into what they're saying is going on, cuz as far as that Exodus, cuz, of our, like you said, of me knowing my people and knowing my culture. And like you said, even if we want to go up under that name of saying that place where them pyramids was Africa, or wherever that pharaoh was ruling at, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
I don't know of an exodus of my African people, cuz, that's running away from home, cuz. I don't know no.
Did they say where they was at?
That's the crazy part like I say about the story, cuz. Of what I know about history, cuz, and as far as like I could go back.
Even African talk at all?
This is where I put, like I say, a part of that story, cuz that's me. Cuz when we sit there and say, like you say, a pharaoh, I don't even know if that story was Africa talk or what they talking about. Where I don't know about that shit, cuz.
What even the name Africa? What time the African name even came about?
I'm with you on that, cuz. Of that whole thing, cuz.
So now we're talking about before the split.
Right. Or after. Or after, cuz.
We don't know.
I ain't gonna say that.
You can't say we know.
Cuz it's a part of history they like to do this with.
I don't know, but we don't know the timing of the split.
We don't, they say we don't know the timing of the split, cuz, right. And I agree with you on that, to where they don't tell us a lot of part of these earthquakes. They don't like to tell us.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a history, cuz, like I said, cuz of 10,000 years. Chinese history go back to the Great Wall, cuz, to where we know, we could tell you when the Great Wall was built, cuz the Chinese people.
Hold on, you ordering it.
I'm definitely ordering it, cuz.
Well, I'm talking about Moses and Pharaoh's time.
Cuz I'm going off the time that we was on.
Hold on.
They're not on a different time than what we're on now.
It wasn't.
This is our time, cuz, if we're going to take it for history.
It was not no African thought.
Right. I'm agreeing with you on that. The word the land wasn't called Africa, cuz. I'm agreeing with you on that.
It wasn't called America.
I'm all the way agree with you on that.
England. It wasn't called nothing.
There was one nation under a groove. You know what I mean?
That was.
You know what I mean?
This is where we at here. Let's get where we at here.
One nation under
They said
a
we're gonna go over
groove.
here. Where there's a land of milk and honey. That's what they said. We're going to the land. Was milk and honey. It wasn't named yet.
But even
This is where we at. It's nothing but fields. There wasn't houses.
because we're getting back to where we started this conversation at, cause
You're
I'm
watering.
all the way watering it, cause like you said, to get back to the beginning of how we started this conversation, cause
no Africa.
to where, cause when God created the earth,
It was the earth.
yeah, to where now anything else you do after this, you're going against God. God created it like this.
Nothing.
Y'all ain't savages to run around how I made you. You ain't no damn savage. You're a king until you make somebody else and get to practice in some other culture. Now, even when it comes with technology and shit,
Right.
even when it comes with the houses we living in, we're in a different age now. Where we done came a long way, cuz.
They make better teepees for sale.
Yes, cuz. Better igloos. Yeah, I mean,
That's a better thing for self-accountability.
where we done put a lot of molecules and things together to do a lot of shit out here, cuz. To where this ain't the earth God created, cuz. We, as a people, have to even begin to point back home. It'd be like, cuz,
But the earth is so thick. It's just so much that they just keep on.
evolution. Layers, like you said, layers on top of layers of what we done did with our minds. Yeah, I mean, to where even, and it's not all world that we really done painted like this, because we let the white people come in and tell us now what civilization is, cuz. To where this ain't the civilization we created, cuz. This ain't the law we created, cuz.
Right.
Even if we know about the first civilization of where we come from, cuz, of where the Nile water flow and all that, cuz. This ain't the earth we was on, cuz of the gods and the goddesses that we were saying we came from, of our people that did have a way higher intellect, cuz of getting closer to God, cuz of than what we got. Cuz like you said, some of these people were called prophets.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and it's mean, cuz this is us. And it's mean that our ancestors even lived through some of us, cuz to still come out.
Compared the two, when in times it's totally different, when Africa wasn't even talked about yet.
Like you said, we thinking we're on different times.
But we're not.
We're really not, cuz. Like you said, it's the same time. We're just in a different so-called age. That we're like, it's just like, we went through an ice age out here, cuz. You know what I mean? Where the world froze at one point. You know what I mean? Then you go through a coming up out of the ice age, cuz where now you got a lot of them Israelite stories and them biblical stories and things like that, cuz where now we're forming the earth, cuz to be something else, cuz, and civilization to be something else.
That's what I'm saying, that Allah explained the flood. He ain't explained the ice age.
It's a lot. Because they say he didn't explain it to us because they're teaching us something else.
Right. That's what they're saying.
Right. Because they did this, cuz. They erased, cuz, and make us think we're something. Because we're kings. If we know the real language, cuz.
And it ain't only, man. He said everything else. You think he's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he explained the flood. But you don't explain the ice age.
Because, like you said, where do you even think the flood comes from?
He explained.
To where, like, because the ice had to know from somewhere. But it's like, because it's the way they teach this fucking. They're treated like, because, a bomb came down and destroyed the dinosaurs.
I don't know.
A big ass asteroid hit the earth. It did that, because they were, when the dinosaurs disappeared, this is what they tell us, because history did that. Asteroid came down, set fire to this bitch. Cause where the fuck proof is y'all getting this from? Like, who is telling this story of science? Who is telling this story of history?
I never believed though.
Yeah, I mean,
But guess what? But you answer if guess what? If you answer correctly according to their saying, you get an A, you a pass. What this honors. They will teach you honors and everything. You get A's and B's and you get honors. You get the walk, thought, and all that.
Nigga.
You believe in it. They're motherfucking lying.
Yeah, like you said, you're about to graduate and walk the stage, cause just to say toot to this
and
nigga.
Then you got to go. You got to go to your best.
Yeah.
You got to go to your prom. Just do nothing. You worry about the prom. You work the event to prepare for the prom was more exciting than the actual prom.
They said we done turned this nigga into Black Captain America.
Did I say that? I said, listen, hold on, one more time. I said, listen, the preparation for the prom is more exciting than the actual prom.
You better believe it, cuz.
That's what I said.
That's the part of them gripping our brains, cuz it's children, cuz, and it's like, we ain't teaching our own. We ain't teaching our education, cuz we sending ours out to be educated with some bullshit. And then wonder why we going off of the same dumbass frequency, cuz. And it ain't hard to tell. To even our so-called ancestors in the slavery days, cuz they ain't sending their children out to be educated by that shit.
Do you have to go to sending kids to school to come home to find out that they gonna get no more attention until they go to school?
Or that
or making the kid feel less than. And school gonna teach them how to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that when you make it feel when you make a kid feel less than, it's the school that you sending them to. It's gonna help them cope with that.
You better believe it. All the education of it, cause there were even how much of us even be hating to really even learn that shit, cause that's why our minds don't even be wanting to even accept that dumbass education, cause there is if you really got the spirit up in you, cause you learn how to play the game a little bit, but it's a natural rebellion to the shit.
I mean, nobody's teaching. I'm like, yo, all right, how to deal with life at home.
Oh man.
So you can deal with everybody else, because, everywhere you go, it's going to be some bullshit at the job. It's going to be bullshit everywhere.
Fantasy land.
What are you supposed to do? Figure that shit out
on
your own. What's best for you.
And the main part about it, the word, like you said, the shit that I hate that we pass down to the kids, cause it's to celebrate the dumbass holidays, cause well, we know they the fantasy Jones or fantasy island that.
Oh my God, I hate when my kids lying on that. But hold on once. I got prepared for Christmas. One more time I said it. God damn it, I said it. Hold the fuck up. I hate when my fucking kids lie to me, but hold on, I got prepared for Christmas. Now, when you grew up, right, and you know goddamn well it's a lie, why in the fuck would you participate in the same lie that you had to learn it was a lie? Oh.
Cause how many of us had to wake up and see cause Santa Claus ain't the fuck real? How many of our motherfucking emotional ass children got to go through that?
Say the kids, talking about pedophiles, cause how about you let them sit on fucking Santa's lap? You don't even know this motherfucker. Hold on, this motherfucker, listen here. This motherfucker, you don't even know him, you don't know what he looks like. You know, it's the image of whoever the picture is. Sit on his, and take a picture. Sit on his lap. And take a picture. Saying the kids, though.
They fuck around and make a stamp out of that shit and send it around the world. Your child sitting on Santa's lap.
Nobody.
Same way they used to do niggas hanging them on trees.
Do you care about if he's a sex offender or not? Then Oh, I'ma fucking talk about it, man. Say the kids, right?
Man, cuz ain't no black Santas. And you gonna sit there and say that's our culture, that's us, cuz, and we ain't mental patients, and we're letting what go down? Like you said, cuz I wish you sent my child to go sit on Santa's lap.
Yeah,
Me and you is about to be beef.
When my kids about did that, man. First of all, my kids didn't like it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They made them like it.
For a present. For a fucking present, cuz.
That's what happened, man.
Yo, for a fucking present. And you be like, what? You really want my peoples to go for this shit, cuz? And be like, and like you said, even after we figure out, cuz, oh, cuz Santa Claus ain't real. This shit's a lie. I'm Santa Claus. I'm the fuck Santa Claus, cuz.
I won't play this thing. My parents wrote. Even though it's a lie. It's just, but you make it so serious. You add the religion to it. We just yeah, come on. You know what? But if you don't do that, you're a bad parent.
They make me want to sing "What Is You Doing" again. What is you doing, cuz? What the fuck is you doing? Like, is you? We mental patients, cuz. We is mental patients.
We know it's a lie. We know it's a goddamn lie here. Like, come on. Like, we know for a fact it's a fucking lie.
Do we gotta go in on Thanksgiving?
You slaughter my people, man.
Do we have to even go in on it? To where, like, cuz, do I even have to tell y'all what happened? And yet, this is what we're gonna do, celebrate it?
I said that was dumb. But turn rights around and have Black History Month.
Black Friday.
That's the day they were selling slaves, man.
After Thanksgiving. The day after Thanksgiving, cuz. And y'all gonna sit here and play holiday with these motherfuckers. Happy 4th of July to y'all motherfuckers, you American motherfuckers.
And you participate in this shit.
You American
and as soon as whoever you call whatever black, and use your term, black, do something positive that doesn't entertain your kids, he's a nut. I said what I said. If we don't, you can't show off. You go watch a movie and tell me, it was a good movie. Boom, boom. He's a nut. Or if it doesn't make you laugh, according to how much you paid for that ticket.
Oh man,
he's a nut. You know what I'm saying? He just talk about some nice shit, man. Cause he can't show off of you.
I got a pass, guys.
I do too. I said what I said. It is what it is, and that's that, and we're done here.